Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick update on what I've been up to. In the past couple of days, in the last week actually, I've been posting on Facebook, and I actually went back to my Twitter, which is something I normally don't do. And I've been trying to promote my new book, Galactic Redemption. Yes, my first book has been published by Amazon.com thanks to Kindle Direct Publishing. It's a great program for aspiring writers who just want to get their stuff out there. You can self-publish essentially a Kindle version or a paperback version of your work. It's free to do, and you get royalties. You split your royalties with Amazon upon the sale of an ebook or a paperback. So this is like a dream come true. This is really bittersweet for me because ever since I was 9 years old, I've wanted to be a writer. Writing actually led into my passion of filmmaking, but my first love has always kind of been writing. I always felt that that was my strong suit. So here it is in paperback form. I got my copy today. Galactic Redemption. It's got my name on top here. I love it. It's about 60 pages. It's a real short read, so it really makes it more of a novella. And yeah, it's science fiction. What really inspired me to write it was my love of Star Wars. I'm going to be upfront with you right now. I wrote this when I was a teenager. I was probably 15 when I wrote this book. And it's taken me that long to put it out there. And I know a lot of editors and a lot of professionals would have told me that before you put your stuff out there, you really should have sent it out for review and edited it, because this is a story that's being told from my 15-year-old self. The reason why I didn't go back to polish it up is because I thought it would be interesting to have something out there that I wrote when I was a teenager. If my 36-year-old self was going to go back into something that I wrote when I was 15, I'm going to really change the voice of the book. Even if I improve the writing style, I don't really know how to write as a teenager when I'm 36. I have kids, but they're not teenagers yet. So I just thought it'd be an interesting experiment. It doesn't cost anything to publish it, so why not just publish something that I wrote when I was that young? Like I said, it's kind of bittersweet now to have this come out now because this was my dream. This was something I always wanted to see, just something I wrote in print. And now it's available on the Amazon store, $2.99 for the Kindle version and $7.99 for the paperback. Real quick, Galactic Redemption is a science fiction, space fantasy type of story. It's about a teenager, Jay Ganthor, who's kind of antisocial, not really sure of himself, and he's got these unexplained abilities. They're not well defined, but he can essentially control people's minds to a small degree, and he can influence the world around him. So there's that, kind of Star Wars influence. There's also a rival teenager, T. Frags, who is really aggressive and real assertive, and he's older than Jay, and he thinks because he's older than Jay, he'll have more powers than Jay will. And T actually goes off to the swamp planet of Genis to train with this old wizard, Elkin Hans, who's like 100 years old. And he goes to him because he's been training people who have these powers for a century. Jay tries to go there as well, and things happen where he doesn't get to go there as planned, and he actually gets captured by enemy forces. And the story goes on from there. Right now, this is actually the first part of a planned series, and I have written the entire series I wrote when I was a teenager. So I think this one I wrote probably circa 97, 98, and the third one, I finished the trilogy in 99. So I'm just working on formatting them for Kindle and getting covers, of course, and getting the marketing ready because I really want to promote those before those come out. But this book actually ends on a cliffhanger, so if you want to know what happens, got to buy the other 2/3 of the trilogy, which will be out hopefully later this year. But anyway, this was a real joy to publish and to get out there and to talk about it with people. I'm really proud of it. It's really fun for me, at least as a writer, to look back at something I wrote back then and go, wow, like my writing has just changed. Who I am as a person has changed so much. And this is really just a nostalgia trip for me. But it's 60 pages. It's an easy read. You can read this. It takes me about an hour to read the whole thing front and back. It's actually got its own barcode, which I love. But this is awesome. So this is available on Amazon.com. I will try to put a link in the description so you can head over there and buy a copy. And please feel free to let me know what you think. If you didn't like it, if you did like it, I'm not making a ton of money off of it. at the moment. So if you're honest with me, that's perfectly fine, because it'll give me insight into other stuff that I want to publish. And because I have a lot of stories that I've wanted to publish for a long time, and because of Amazon, that's possible now. So look for more updates. I just wanted to update you. The paperback is out. I'm holding my own physical copy right here. And thank you, everybody, for your support. This is Lenny Sherman, and peace out.